The Huajian Gorge Bridge is a bridge that crosses the Huajian Gorge and the Beipan River in Guanling Bizimiaoshan, Autonomous County, Anxuan City, Guizhou Province. It is the bridge with the highest carriageway above the surface in the world. It is also the bridge with the longest span among bridges built in mountainous areas. The Liujianlong Expressway runs across the bridge. The total length of the bridge is 2,890 meters. Its main span is 1,420 meters, and the height from the bridge deck to the water surface is 625 meters. The bridge was opened on September 28, 2025. Its construction took 3 years and 9 months and cost 2 billion yuan, approximately $280 million. According to local authorities, the bridge reduces the travel time from one side of the gorge to the other from 2 hours to 2 minutes, which gives new impetus to the economic and social development of the region. The same province of Guizhou is home to the previous highest bridge in the world, the Duga Bridge. In total, Guizhou Province has almost half of the world's 100 highest bridges. Under the bridge is a sprinkler system to create a water curtain. The same province of Guizhou is home to the previous highest bridge in the world, the Duga Bridge. In total, Guizhou Province has almost half of the world's 100 highest bridges. Under the bridge, there is a sprinkler system to create a water curtain. Its water source is a karst spring, discovered during the construction of a tunnel on the bridge abutment. Therefore, the construction team built a 4,000 cubic meter reservoir on the bridge abutment and redirected the water into it to supply water to the water curtain, irrigate fruit trees on the Guanling side, and supply water to the nearby service area. I will tell you how to drive across the longest bridge in the world, which opened there in the summer of 2011. Here it is, the Jiaozhou Bay Bridge. Formally, this bridge is not the longest, as there are several longer bridges in China, such as the 163 kilometers long Tanyang-Kunshan Railway Viaduct, which is part of the Beijing-Shanghai Railway. However, the longest bridge over water is the one in Qingdao, as confirmed by the Guinness Book of Records. This is how it looks on Google Maps, and its total length is about 42.5 kilometers, which is longer than the Channel Tunnel. The bridge is divided into 6 lanes and is supported by more than 5,200 pillars. Qingdao, literally Green Island, is a city in the east of Shandong Province, on the coast of the Yellow Sea. Once a German naval base, it is now one of the 15 major cities of the People's Republic of China. Qingdao is a major port, military base, and industrial center, as well as the brewing capital of China. It is home to the Tsingtao Beer Factory, one of the oldest breweries in China. A little about the history of Qingdao and my photo report can be found here. The Qingdao Bridge in China is the longest bridge over water, connecting the city of Qingdao with the Huangdao district. The bridge, with a length of 42.5 kilometers, is located above Jiaozhou Bay at a height of 33 meters. It exceeds the previous record holder, the Pontchartrain Bridge in Louisiana, by 5 kilometers in length. The bridge was built by 2 teams of workers. One team worked from the Qingdao side, the other from the Huangdao side. For years later, in 2011, when construction was completed, they met in the middle. The bridge's structure is strong enough to withstand, for example, an 8-point earthquake. The Chinese have completed another record-breaking project. This time, it is a glass bridge over a chasm more than 200 meters above a river. The 526-meter-long bridge stretches between the banks of the Lianjiang River in Huangchuan Province in southern China, installed approximately 200 meters above the river's surface. It guarantees thrills for anyone who dares to step onto its glass floor. At the same time, the structure itself is not rigidly fixed and has no additional supports, so it swings freely over the abyss. This gives daredevils an extra adrenaline rush. The bridge was designed by the Architectural Design and Research Institute of Zhejiang University as a tourist attraction for the region. In the middle of the bridge, there are several extensions with platforms, which are also transparent, of course. Tourists can stop on these 8.5-meter-wide platforms to take a few photos against the backdrop of the abyss. The glass bottom of the bridge consists of 3 layers of tempered, laminated glass approximately 4.5 centimeters thick. The Floor is completely transparent, and the only thing that saves you is the railing, which you have to hold on to in order to somehow overcome the dizziness and nausea. To make matters worse, boats and motorboats the size of matchboxes are scurrying far below on the river. The new bridge can accommodate up to 500 visitors at a time. Its railings are made of stainless steel, and the bridge towers and main cables are painted a shocking red, which contrasts sharply with the greenery of the gorge. The Guinness Book of Records lists the structure as the longest glass-bottomed bridge in the world. However, according to experts, the bridge in Huangshan province will not be able to hold this title for long. Today, there are more than 2,300 glass bridges in China, and new projects are constantly competing for the title of the largest, longest, and scariest. In 2016, the Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon Glass Bridge became the longest glass bridge in the world at 430 meters. However, it did not last even 2 weeks. It had to be closed almost immediately due to an unacceptable number of tourists. In 2017, the Hangyaga Suspension Bridge was named the longest and most terrifying. It was designed to sway when people walk across it, adding an overwhelming sense of fear to the nearly half-kilometer journey. Chinese glass bridges are impressive engineering structures made of tempered glass, located above picturesque gorges, which offer breathtaking views and a feeling of flying, but often cause fear due to the transparency of the floor, where you can see the river or the abyss below. They have become a popular attraction, but many of them are being tested for strength and are sometimes closed due to tourist overcrowding or incidents, such as the famous bridge in Zhangjiajie. The floor consists of several layers of ultra-strong, tempered glass, which allows it to withstand heavy loads. The height of such structures is often hundreds of meters above the ground, and their length can reach hundreds of meters, making them the longest in the world. Suspension bridges are supported by cables and red towers, creating a contrast with nature. There are viewing platforms for photos, creating the effect of walking in the air. Examples of well-known bridges. The bridge in Zhangjiajie, as we have already seen, in Hunan province, one of the first and most famous, for 130 meters long, at a height of 300 meters, had an incident involving a falling object, which led to a crack and temporary closure. And the bridge in Huangquan, Guangdong province, 526 meters long, 200 meters above the Lianjiang River, named the longest in the world at the time of its opening, 2020, sways in the wind, adding to the thrill. The bridge on Tianmen Mountain, a short, about 70 meters, and very high, 1,900 meters, glass cornice that wraps around the mountain. We'll talk about this next time. Why they are popular and frightening. Adrenaline, the sensation of walking over an abyss, where you can see everything below your feet. The perfect place for panoramic and scary selfies. Engineering feat, a demonstration of modern technology and the strength of materials. Do you know how many pedestrian bridges there are in China? It is difficult to give an exact total number of pedestrian bridges in China, as there are thousands of them, including unique glass bridges, more than 2,300. But in large cities such as Hong Kong, there are hundreds, and the total number of bridges in the country runs into the hundreds of thousands. For example, Chongqing has more than 13,000 bridges, most of which probably serve pedestrians as well. Glass bridges. China is the world leader in terms of the number of glass bridges, with more than 2,300, and new ones are constantly being built to be the longest or highest. Urban bridges. Megacities such as Chongqing have more than 13,000 bridges, while Hong Kong has 1,455 bridges, including hundreds of pedestrian bridges, both in Hong Kong itself and on other islands. Overall scale, the total number of road bridges in China has long exceeded 800,000, according to 2020 data, and continues to grow, which implies a huge number of accompanying pedestrian crossings. Thus, there are tens of thousands of pedestrian bridges in China, including many famous and unique ones. But it is impossible to give an exact number, due to their sheer number and constant construction.